Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. This fella's your host, Bill Miller. I'm very excited today because we are revealing our top 22 books on our hunt list for 2022. So I hope you'll join me as we look through which ones I'll be after with an extra special bit of chase this year. Now, we didn't do too hot last year. We got 5 out of 21. Hopefully, we can do better, but there's no guarantee that I'll get any. This is just a guide of some of the books that I'll pay a little bit more attention to, but there are a lot of other books out there that I'd like to get, including ones from previous hunt lists. So let's get started and see which books we're going to be after. And they're in no particular order except that they're in alphabetical order. So they are in an order. Let's try that again. They're in alphabetical order, not necessarily order of importance or degree of difficulty or expense or anything like that. So we have Blue Bolt Weird Tales of Terror, number 114. Love, love, love this book. It's probably the number one book on my list. It's an L.B. Cole cover. Fantastic. In my opinion, one of his best, if not his best. But it does go for a pretty penny. And so I'm not sure how likely it'll be that we'll end up getting one. Along those same lines, we have Blue Bolt Weird Tales of Terror, number 117. Another fantastic L.B. Cole cover. Beautiful colors, like most of his stuff. And PCH is probably one of, if not my main collecting focus. Next, we have Captain America, number 110. Now, we have this raw, a reader copy, but I'd like to get it in a high-grade slab copy, or high-grade that I can send in myself. But it is getting kind of pricey. Especially for what is essentially a cover key, just because the Incredible Hulk is battling him on the cover. Next up, at number 4, we have Creepy, number 1. This book goes for a little bit, especially in higher grades, and it's the first issue in the series. Great, I think it's Jack Davis who does the cover on that. Great cover, nothing spectacular like some of the Frazetta covers in that run, but a really good cover and the first issue of the series. At number 5, we have Defenders number 3. Nothing special or particularly key about this other than it's an early Defenders issue and one that we don't have. I am like a modified run collector. So I try to get 1 through 20, or if the series ends just after 20, I might go through the end of the series. Or if it ends before 20, then it's 1 through whatever the final issue is. And I need to make a concerted effort to try to put together and complete some more of those runs. So Defenders number 3 is one of the several that we're missing from that series. Next one is Famous Funnies, number 211. Fantastic Frazetta cover. One of my favorites from his run of like 8 or 9 in this series. But they're all kind of pricey, so wish me luck on that one. Frontline Combat, number 2. That is a fantastic cover with a tank on it. I have a soft spot in my heart for tank covers. So that's one that we'll be looking out for this particular year. At number 8, we have Iron Man, number 5. Much like the Captain America or the Defenders, it's not a particularly key issue, but it's one that we need, that we're collecting. So I'll be especially vigilant about trying to locate a good copy of that one. Next is Marvel Spotlight number 28. That is an early appearance of Moon Knight. So it's key in that respect. I don't know how hard I'm going to try on this one because I've been trying the last couple of years and they just go for more than I'm comfortable spending. And with the show coming out, we'll see how that affects the price. I'll keep hunting, see if I can get one for a bargain, but probably not very likely, at least this year. Next, we have Monster, number 2. It's a fantastic cover from a series that I think is under the radar. So, a lot of good covers in that series, but this one in particular, I think is pretty appealing. Next, we have Miss Marvel, number 21. So I think, well, Miss Marvel goes 1 through 23. I think we're only missing 2 issues, and this would be one of them. So that would be a nice one to almost button up that series. And when I do, like I promised and haven't done with Black Panther, when I do complete it, I'll do a video that shows all of the issues in the series. Next up, we have Nick Fury, number 4. Again, another series that we're collecting. 4 is an issue that we don't have. It's a very iconic cover image, and so it goes for a bit of a premium because of that. Next, Knight Rider, issue number 2. So I think there's only 4 issues in this series. I may be wrong. But Mrs. Musing's got me Knight Rider number 1, and I haven't any others. So I figured it's time to put a little bit more effort into locating some of the other Knight Rider issues. Next up, we have Shock Suspense Stories number 12. That's a fantastic Al Feldstein cover, I believe, of a drug addict. And it relates to a story inside. Probably one of the pricier and more infamous covers in that series. Number 6 being the most expensive and the most notorious. Tales from the Crypt, number 30. This one's a great semi-underwater minor cover. I don't mean small cover, I mean gold miner cover. Really like this. I've been after it for a while, but it does go for a little bit more. Number 1, because it's a Tales comic, and because the HBO show, those carry a premium over the other titles. And number 2, I think it's a little bit more than even the Tales from the Crypt standard book, just because it's a fantastic cover. Next one is This Magazine is Haunted, number 14. It's an awesome skull cover, fiery skull cover. Love it. There are a lot of good covers in this particular series, but this one has caught my eye, I guess, maybe almost a year ago. And so I figured it's time to put it on the hunt list. Two-Fisted Tales, number 25. So obviously I'm a big EC collector. This one is just a great Harvey Kurtzman cover. It was one of the ones featured on my Top 100 Pre-Code War Comics video series. Haven't seen that? Check it out. And so it's one that I'll probably spend a little bit more time in trying to track down in 2022. Next up is Vampirella number 6. One of my 3 favorite maybe covers in the Vampirella series. Just a wonderful, wonderful image. Great cover art by, who was it? Kelly, I think. I know that Frank Frazetta actually did the face of the girl. I don't know why that happened. I don't know if it was unfinished or if they didn't like it and they asked him to fix it or embellish it. But a fantastic cover. Vampirella number 6. Another one that popped up from the War Comics, the Top 100 Pre-Code War Comics series that I did, is War Comics number 31. This is just an amazing Russ Heath cover, and I think the more I thought about it, the more and more it appealed to me. But that was a dangerous series because a lot of great covers out there that I either didn't know about or only had a passive knowledge of that are now on my radar in one way or another. For number 20, we have Werewolf by Night, issue number 7. Nothing particularly key about this other than that is a run that we're collecting and we don't have that one as of yet. So Werewolf by Night, number 7. At 21, we have Witchcraft, number 5. Just an amazing cover. Love it. Love this cover. The more I see it, the more appealing it is. Just incredible. Who is that? Frias, I think, is the cover artist on that. I think so. And lastly, but certainly not least, rounding out our top 22 for the 22 comics on our hunt list for the year 2022 is Worlds of Fear, issue number 3. Just a wonderful, colorful, creepy cover. It's got a skeleton on it. What looks to be like a witch doctor mask of some sort. Just fantastic. I've tracked that one for a couple of years now, but it goes for more than I think it should. And so I've just never been able to secure one. But hopefully this is the year. And that's it. Those are the 22 comic books that we are pursuing in 2022. Let me know what you think. Any that you think are bogus, shouldn't be on the list. Any that you think are fantastic, thumbs up you agree with, or some others that you think should be there that aren't on the list at all. Give me your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this, I would appreciate a thumbs up, subscription, and a comment. And hit that notification bell because you'll be alerted as soon as I release new videos. Thumbs up and comments are always appreciated. Remember, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.